The world was a different place now. A shroud of fear hung heavy in the air, a constant reminder of the invisible enemy that had ravaged humanity. The once bustling cities were ghost towns, their streets echoing with an eerie silence. The virus, a silent plague, had spread with a relentless ferocity, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Sarah was one of the few who had managed to survive. She had retreated to a secluded cabin deep in the woods, a sanctuary away from the chaos of the outside world. The cabin was small and simple, but it provided her with a sense of security. She had stocked it with supplies, grown her own food, and learned to live off the land. Every day was a struggle. The virus had mutated, becoming more virulent and resistant to treatment. The once promising vaccines and antiviral drugs had proven ineffective against the new strains. The world was on the brink of collapse, and Sarah was terrified of what the future held. One day, while foraging for mushrooms in the forest, Sarah stumbled upon a strange sight. In a clearing surrounded by towering trees was a small group of people. They were dressed in unfamiliar clothing and seemed to be speaking a language she didn't recognize. Cautiously, Sarah approached them. They were friendly, and they welcomed her into their community. They explained that they had been living in isolation for years, protected from the virus by a barrier that they had erected around their settlement. Sarah was intrigued. She had never met anyone else who had survived the apocalypse. She spent the next few days learning about their way of life, their history, and their beliefs. They told her of a prophecy that spoke of a chosen one who would save the world from the darkness. As Sarah listened to their stories, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was somehow connected to this prophecy. Perhaps, she thought, she was the chosen one. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she stood before the ancient stone altar. The community elders had gathered around her, their faces etched with anticipation. They believed that she was the chosen one, the one who would fulfill the prophecy and save the world from the virus. The air was thick with tension. Sarah could feel the weight of their expectations pressing down on her. She had spent countless hours studying the prophecy, trying to understand its meaning. But the more she learned, the more confused she became. The prophecy spoke of a beacon of hope, a person who would possess a unique gift. What was this gift? Was it the ability to heal the sick, to destroy the virus, or something else entirely? As the elders chanted ancient incantations, Sarah closed her eyes and focused on the energy flowing through her. She felt a warmth spreading through her body, a sense of peace and tranquility. Then, suddenly, she saw a vision. She was standing on a mountaintop, overlooking a vast, desolate landscape. The sky was filled with dark, swirling clouds, and the ground was littered with the remains of civilization. But then a ray of light pierced through the darkness, illuminating the land. The light grew brighter and brighter until it filled the entire sky. As the light faded, Sarah found herself back in the present. Her eyes were filled with tears. She knew what she had to do. She turned to the elders and spoke with a newfound determination. "I will find a way to save the world," she declared. "I will be the beacon of hope." The elders cheered, their faces filled with joy. They knew that Sarah was the one they had been waiting for. And so, with the blessings of the community, Sarah set out on her perilous journey.